think could you allow a host that as a country, no, the meaning when you say, I did here, Pano, and Yanana, it could be here. Could you only say, your castle flights are taking off 9:12, 12 minutes after 9. It only means and yet time flight, are taking off from the the parking space, not all taxi, not all call. So flight in 9 if we time not pay anymore. That is when I will confirm flight not take off 9:12. Now, because you are saying we see the year said more media for you, and then we interview some more yet. I would make you some more men, and one will be at the year, because the technical details of exactly what has happened. I'm so sorry and sad over a country said Air Force and the air controller and the owner of Ghana International Airport. The airport is managed by Ghana Civil Aviation Authority. And the flights in the airspace of Ghana is controlled by, of course, the same Air Force and radar control. And I say, yes, flight. No other flight than a defense flight. Defense flight in the name of a helicopter. And they can do any helicopter that baby. Media, any helicopter, actually, any Bajonibia. This helicopter, we know, say, about gather training, around the country. Now, we agree, say, military, about all maintenance, no Myanmar, they do it. Now, could you fight it? Could you come to National Airport, Air Force for there? More and a more controller. And a moon playing Yamodia. In this case, a near private jet, a helicopter, a defense helicopter. What take you off 9:12? Air Force idea we said, oh, radar control there, and but of course, radar control unit, and no communicate on every flight in the country. And yet, the Ghana airspace now, Air Force has an information through the radar control vis-a-vis the two of them. And today, neighbor, or flight to 9:59:12. Or you say, was a helicopter, and you're passing the jet. I do know, say the routine, route bang, and the man, meaning radar control. That is your friends, the radar control, route bang on the man. Or your helicopter and taxi will move from just about 5-10 meters away, baby. Say, the turbines in here. Or power, no storm, air, and no gravity, we are. Helicopter take it off. But take it off, and it's all called Boasia. Or best fly this street away. And I could take in the course, it will beach. Labadi, one of the Quacofa. Call Boasia. In Tron Conco, said the beer. Your friend is a chill, leader control for the building. And now, what the being Omegasuki, and your own Conco far. Your friend is a sweat group. Or the fire is soon. Yeah, I when I'm getting down with Shaha. No one can find down so many Shaha. I could you fly through Winnipeg, there's now. After Cambo, could you overfall at Mankesim, River Belt and so, who are crossing Mankesim. After I think to shoot, will do a washi. Now, interestingly, the flight in free airport with that helicopter now, with you call as higher as the passion mokono. This helicopter capture wind and what gravity of it about 15,000-20,000. What we are told, the technical details of it 20,000. And the bit 20,000 there, one need there will be any problem or require so. And the GBN one in what problem or require so. And then the gravity should move into it mako. And so too far in soon so. And we know soon now. And I hear you say, moment the above to her a year, Ghana Air Force, radar control, the helicopter, no, is missing. They can't find it on the radar. Because it's a joke. You can't find it on the radar. What does it mean? It means that machine in your power.
Sir, we can't find it. That's to say, you next time,
how many minutes was it allocated for that aircraft to go to Obuasi? No more than 30 to 35 minutes. Because the same flight now, you would go to 32 minutes, any 28 minutes African world, you would go to some helicopter we or Obuasi or the 35 minutes. Into so to 9:12, expected time of arrival here in 9:45. Into a cool year now, much Iran. Somebody should tell me ignorantly. I say, time then who said flight, a free down so. And any flights are all a young military, a young more Air Force. Radar control a room that is aviation for the whole. And our Air Force now to our machine. What coordinate flight, working. Radar control mean the a flight in war.
That's a Farouk. That is a you tell the work I was operative radar control. No, I was so 24/7 on.
How much more 24/7? Now, just not forget that there is a human error. Now, Ghana say a bar. We pay with technical questions to say, one time to do go and keep and not go a penny. A meaning say, because radar control, time then and not flight in a year. 2 years and a flight, and to shoot and get a winner and get a monkey. Now, flight are all called Wasi, not about 35 minutes. Because you should I know what to. Meaning, say, no one destination enclave. And to all kinds of flight, and I ran a usual flight, and that time day. And your what flight recorders, which is the black box. Any conversation in the cockpit. Any conversation that goes on by the flying officers, so this situation, or the record, or the casa. In the time now, more radar control catch me. I catch on Mampenia, catch Ghana for. I chief of staff, Bijina Hospital, and it will say, Adiana, Ira, Niatise, Achuho, Umu. That time, when Timan Fan Council said, the flight took off. In Tabrofon Sobesha was say 8 minutes into the flight, because you 10 minutes into the flight, 20 minutes into the flight, if you are 20 minutes into the flight, Air Force, any radar control can measure that and will do whenever.
That is a assembly. Yeah, Kabas 9:32 a.m. Ho baby.
Obianke, time Momo catch radar, Wayano, I will Air Force. Wama PR as a machine Irano. I'm walking out a bed 11 and model to Ellen. No machine actually penny in every.
Hey, wow.
One say, a class of one say, 10 o'clock. Papa Bacon here was say, what did you know in the watch at one way, Juma? But now I've got 10 and pound Ahibia. Where Bacon to interview, also they are no pana, na machine barbecue. In the ancient interesting and technical details here. Medical say it will take that helicopter 35 minutes to reach Obuasi. In the Serbia, no one always will do the destination. Into the country machine, Ira, Yatiate, and Yatan Bay. Time then a machine issue will read us. So the monitor the coordinator on the flight, it be so sorry. And I say, this situation, pilots, send a signal, say, when you forget. And I said, Ghana Army mechanic say, when a machine, any helicopter military use it is equipped with what is called night goggles and a foggy goggles. Fog goggles, no matter how, military jet, it doesn't quite everyone. And not chatting to me after the technical issue. But this is one of the views said. When to mean saying, ancient country Ghana, apart from details, Makacha President announced, Yahoma politicians, no many of that announcement. But one technical details said, Otu Tam Ben were Yae, all the Iran, and Kassan Rena plane Iran, and international. And their conversation occurred between the pilots and the radar control. Our accidents is and the first thing we're looking for is the black box. This black box, the coroner said the acquisition of skeleton deban. You need aviation. I from crack aviation investigators and for them at Ghana Air Force. Move Yana, Daddy. A crash for no mark as any soon, any panicano. Yes, Marco for cosmetic, Marco Franca say 8, and the other. Nyamenfa busuafoni na yaya really nameable. But Adena should beyond. Yet you are concentrated on Adaka. You are concentrated on the Baba. But in any other country, for future sake, we should know by now what was the technical issue. Or prolong our soul, about dream. And he no or divert it, and that's a no getting. Because one, some machine necessary, next one, or no navigation system echo off. If you hear it. And after for whichever reason, we don't communicate well from the radar control because with a private jet and answer with a helicopter one. Radar control, so when you come out, they screen at them. When you shout, you are too low, go up, go east, go west. Slide. What is our messages in Naba? I don't think a radar control form for our messages in my. In whom the kind chairman say, a year now, okay. We last communication to the aircraft now, say. Now, could you remember a team for say? Ghana, then you were the longest and the farthest radar control system monitor all the whole West Africa. Where do we be? Mali will be. Nigeria will be. And the flight is 200 kilometers away. Ghana radar control team flight.
That is Sabia, Farouk, a bessa no crack out in Nama, a Sanya tin and Ray, a yan tan tibiano.
You flight, Now, flight, I told you, I'm not say. Your airspace, and your plane to a gun and one, please may be. Now, saying a radar control for one system. Your passion. Or 13,000 feet. We are channel. And this a car, and this a year, and this a car, pine pepper, and a wash. I'm Ghana radar control for the crown, was she said, passion air, or 13,000 feet. Now, or top 6,000 feet above, play big. And I will soon route to need the chemical action Ghana. With 26,000 feet in your commercial India, a free money about the same. We number one route into emergency. We scream at them that will get closer. And that's all called too much of the wind. Free Peter Cancer, the flight monitor and the record and the effect black box. And the piano question and maybe two program no question. One. Your conscious are skeleton about one. When you say black box, no black box. Now, tell Ghana Air Force to get to about 11 so no flight in Iran. That time, any time presidency, now we get announcement. Let's say, plane, your confirmations. And I'm a general, so I'm going to what will they do in there? Because some military aircraft and the Air Force and the problem about helicopter paper, Yamfa car, and Yamfa Banshaba, and Yamfa in a Koshe. In this our cosmetics, now yet to hold, now you interest in this say, government in the Obama government information, allow them. But no men in uniform, you have no business at the presidency. What are you supposed to do? You have one aircraft in your hall. More than a cashier also. Helicopter, the helicopter and the Koshe. Yamucha Ghana, I say, more parachutists. And I say, more friends, Air Force, only rope is form. And it's a multi measure. And I'm in a message to Cràsh, say, simply not to Caribbean. When you study, I read them. Ghana Air Force, I'm far over to come flight, Young first soldiers, soldiers, a training room, young who told me, Yahuma air, you don't call the air because that time no location. We couldn't do that because at that time, every 30 minutes, every flight, emergency, every flight from Accra, Air Force Base, every corner. Soldiers would have been on the ground. They could have solved the situation. Say, oh, to me, you said the power share, but go to my baby. That is what military is trained for. Now, one helicopter theater, a military, they are more about now for farming. Seven classes from pure food. And the whole country, where you eyewitness report, we have the technical report, technical report on my end. Ghana Air Force, Ghana Army, Veronica, Madame, Lieutenant. And then make a good idea. Planet people time being. Time being no who's Ira. Who will radar control, make a break, na black box, Nipani Jesebi, while in the media. We need to know. The communication, I tell you, the last distress message, the last distress call, because the radar controls so many cars. And then in the goggles crying, they would have screamed and told him, say, Papa, who are inside the forest. And now, baby, I was really close to mountains.
Oh, Farouk, what my mouth was soon. In fact, what analysis now, you know. But here Facebook no so nipa best 1.6 egusuo I would require more. In fact, questions now busa no dibusa papa oh me who baby am fa asem no kra mfa
say military fight at airport now you need jet you go for passenger jet na kwa military fight you have the helicopter where the case here a we know. Then the intimate passenger can call. The intimate passenger can helicopter hang it. And near to a word, the Bacocos in the Gano, the Waco in the Gano. The intimate passenger, you will be Never 7 crackers, and a district, and also, let me look at another new more quiet. This is beyond the cosmetic approach. I'm not kind of this, we can beyond recognition.
After you say, I dear cheer, Craras, a bottle be, yes, sir, Womagumo, questions bebre, and a legitimate question, Busa Bako, be time one, a peja in mono, a time one, helicopter, no, you eat ties in the free grounds, no, a cashier, no, peja, you know, 9:20, 9:12 a.m. Because that time one information the buyer say, no. What's the say on Kwanwa? Now we are talking about 2-hour interval.
Which is not possible, Chelsea. That's with a simple thing. And Cràsh for the recording setting a machine in Shidaba. Or the 35 minutes to 37 minutes now, but since you were doing destination data. Most of the 11 o'clock, now we go to some plane. It is open. You must have a radar control. You can't just tell me. Ordinary say na machine na me say what the last message it's the only me panic attack and now only cut up to 9:20 no be apam and that's a machine na me say that is the apam hold na more 30 and then na Ghana Air Force no that time okay radar control they can be a missing contact to the flight no apam that time no na military helicopter second one no we put that. No, that because the routine, it's way to a wash it. If you come out to Cràsh, you said was up on us.
Chessia, Ober comment, say, said the SCIA, said the SCA Kokui. Just say one more 2 months after international expert, I'm a Bagana, no, a Mobabua, black box, no analysis. I
can tell you for fact, Kokui, Okofa, the best aviation investigators, who are of course the Americans, the Chinese, the Brazilians, only the worst problem we see, Brazil especially, or Amazon forest, only to get a bit of but what I mean is that the information will be distorted. It will be distorted, meaning, say, so thing could do, I report them say, we have the busiest airport. And our airport, I'm saying on the third, is manned by Ghana Air Force. And they're managed by Ghana Civil Aviation. So international flights are back. Here them about with 340 passengers, 384 British Airways. You walk 787, you see the BR 777 flight, you see Zimline, you see about 300 is Kroma. We are unfortunate because you only 2 fire tenders. Fire tenders too. And this is 2 flight to create a problem with aircraft in the tarmac and as well. Only 2 aircraft. So, I had such a deep concern. Now, once again, our radar control can check with your difference. time now on the machine here now was say. Now how many minutes into the flight? And he said, no, how many minutes into the banana destination? And we didn't come a making Narakodu, Ubian from a tour. Air Force Base, no speaker, and Ubian for town metro. No concentrate, much of military in Homakotan presidency. But now a day, soldier play, the soldier play, and the person say, did you people go there? Have you gone to retrieve the black box? Yes, a black box, no. Because the movie did it. Any condition of aircraft crash, the black box investigator squad, only so say the Toho. I don't know who's idea. No doubt is in the Tinokusi. It's in a Tonawaha. Black box, I will be on the right wing, and that's on the left wing. So no matter how a you concentrate the area and retrieve the black box. Black box may be of communication, data conversation, cockpit conversation, and at the flight data and answer, you don't have a problem. And it is now a distress situation or that no pilot in this world. But you one, two. Yet me as a country, security wise, Nancy Chinese for any you good, any you sika. I saw guarantee, and who quentin and near quite this debate. And really see, you know. But the first thing as a country, you can say, your guarantee site to do a war. Every area where there could have been what is called unfriendly fire. What is unfriendly fire in aviation? Meaning, said, a big one, a big crap, shoulder to air missile will have. Or who military helicopter says trial, or who to take your mobile attack on guarantee site, or be making a broom.
Wow.
A single engine. And it's a tube and a unfriendly fire be. And a shoulder to air with another grand artillery be. And a canwa. But you don't know. Did you come the area? Because I need to follow. Shoulder to air with a shisha. But Professor Yamaba, omit my shisha in pieces. Then Chinese phone. It could be any other interested party say. It would be a flight in a bag. When say, because helicopter there no lower 1,000 meters. 1,000 meters because your dead end of landing 3 minutes. Flight to be able to take 1,000 meters or the 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will do 10 no land in 3 minutes. In the 3 minutes less no land no. Where was the flight? You were doing. I didn't buy or what our mountains now or cut plunging into tree or go to the machine in bar form. Let's look at the option set. Or we could fire people manner. The fire be called machine back in plane. A corn head, a corn winger, helicopter, the never form. Because we're losing gravity. Or losing gravity at the weight in the pepper. Because your machine, Air Force of 4, I'll do with the weight, the gravity. No what part, what wire the what properly, what you are ramping machine, I take it up, what slide that to do. The man is you took off 912 machine Naira. Aya Wahin, a demo, you are a conversion with Magra. Naira, the concentration say young military room. Roman Copenca senses, the men who see according off. Men who aviation inspectors, equapolitan badge, proper special bagger, only sister pieces and particles. Because 5 pieces and particles now. And since they know, a batch. But in case in the these are the concentration of aviation investigators of a class area. What would they do? Say artillery being put one. You'll be able to know it. See, in your black box now, you'll be able to know it. But I can still tell you that the mechanism. The black box means it be quite no distress. None equipment off in terms of navigation. And I said it for 240 because they are on 29 goggles in continuing format. Or that catch the officer a reader control say, where am I? Am I safe to land? Am I close to land? Am I and yes, a helicopter, I need to get a helicopter. But you make us turn around every minute. And net jet, private jet, and your friends say, a passenger jet now, what could go around to do circumference. 360 degrees and sana, what a baby take you up. No, helicopter is instant turn around in the go and cover 10. And then let me put on records. These are seasoned flying officers at your work. Just you know, he flies. Only President Mama and President Baumia that they fly with him. military flying officer on your specialist, and I say only machine in term. We won't do that. They don't quite can vouch. They will not do that. You need the gentleman. They will not do that. These are boys that will fly machine in the VR. And the machine, I know that it is even service. I know it's accident in your. I know it's aviation incident in your. But the aviation incident coincide. We should be able to know. Sir, let them say, I rather control name Air Force. Then Air Force, you have something to hide. If the Air Force cannot try Ghana, say, only the radar control communications. Say another machine, you. That's a catch out a machine. I rather than away.
Questions. Yeah, Busa, Dawson. Yeah, expect answers be brave. From ho. Na almost say wisdom is talking. Dear chira, Osanka ye we nyina nanka. Stories na kan kwa ye pia ekogu baby. Enti Farouk medase papa na ye no nwie of course. Na ma memu sa we da bia wonam wiem mo da menimu sa pa wonam wiem sa etutu kan kwa fa sa briefly I feel who are kakra especially flying in Ghana so wonam Ghana wiem sa no who kakra ba na
Ghana airspace is safe. Nigeria can be reclaimed. Abacha and the best of here. Nothing will be general there. Now we should face with one or one military aircraft is all the kaya. Almost every month we are a military aircraft to Nigeria. Abacha Bayern and our cultural Air Force for say, what we are next to in command. Flight ticket, you will not. And the sergeant called the Air Force Commander Mumjasa in Nigeria. And I am him. Now, me personally, and tell me 2 years for information, Poland government, Air Force Poland, on the flight, helicopter type will be any other setting. Other helicopters are meeting in now almost will be to a refurbishing, etc. So I was part of the consultants and the consortium. I was in Krakow and we boarded a helicopter of that type from Krakow to the friends of Warsaw. Could you in the cockpit? The Polish cockpit radar control, they shout because near pilot, not the machine in Europe. We were only 4 people in the flight. Not the machine in Europe. Or the so enter. They shout at him and say, you can't go through that fog. You can't go through that cloud. Lift. Do this, do that. 4 hours journey and from Krakow to Warsaw, 4 hours helicopter and we'll give BBC. It went up or more than 17,000 meters away. No, an incident. A new incident with Balkan Airlines in Nigeria. It happened, said, now the same Ross Terreno were back inside the Lagos buildings in Victoria Airlines. Complete airport. The tango emergency private jet, passenger jet, now all lifted. The maneuvering was very rough. Plenty of military aircraft, soldiers aircraft, military pilots, the first thing they tell them is maneuvering.
Dear Chira, so you did adjourn the extra, your best Frau.